Today in Charlie's Letters, I'm reading letter 20. The title is, We Are Not Called to Success, but to Faithfulness. Luke 10:20. Nevertheless, do not rejoice in this, that the spirits are subject to you, but rejoice that your names are recorded in heaven. How often do you evaluate your walk with God on the success you see in your life, or the failure you see in your life? I'm learning to trust Him and follow Him instead of trying to impress Him. His will is accomplished in my life. His name is exalted in my life, and His glory is magnified in my life. I want my life to show that I've given everything to God because He is truly trustworthy. Nothing under His control can ever be out of control, including me. When the Lord sent out His disciples without Him the first time, they came back just hilarious over their success. Lord, even the devils are subject to us through your name. That was all they thought about. Jesus said to them, don't rejoice in successful service, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. We are not called to success, but to faithfulness. Jesus asked us to be willing to go that second mile. It's never our duty to do it. If we make it our duty, we put ourselves back under bondage. It is never our duty to go the second mile or to turn the other cheek, but it is what we will do if we trust Him to do it through us. How often I say I can't do that or I can't do this because my eyes are on me instead of on Him. What a blessing it is when I thank God and step out in faith with Him. A friend of mine called me one day and wanted me to answer a question for him. His son-in-law, whom he was meeting with in discipleship, had moved to another city, and he asked a mutual friend of ours in that city if he would meet with his son-in-law. Several weeks later, he called our friend and asked him how it was going. Our friend said he was still checking him out to see if he was a faithful man. His question to me was, how do you see that? I told him that I was taught that was the way to do it, and for many years practiced it. But for the last few years, God has been showing me that making faithful men was His job, not mine. My focus should be for me to be faithful and to trust God in my life and the life of the man I meet with. The note at the bottom of the page, I must doubt my doubts and believe my beliefs. Thank you, Dad. Love these letters.